Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my Kind of Christmas series, and I'm so excited that you're joining me. Today, we have a very special video for you. It is a podcast style video that we're calling My Kind of Christmas Traditions and Favorites. And I thought, who better to talk about that with than this guy right here, my husband, Jason Early. Give it up for Jason, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah.
For myself.
The people love you. They love you. It's amazing. Okay, so you're here because one, you're my husband, and so how fun that we get to do Christmas traditions together, but also because you have written some of my songs with me that are on my Christmas album, including the title of this, My Kind of Christmas. So let's talk about My Kind of Christmas.
Yeah.
How do we write it? The story behind the song.
Yeah, I remember, I guess it was last year.
It was in July, like in the middle of the summer.
Middle of a pandemic as well.
Yep.
And you were talking about how you needed more songs for your deluxe version of your Christmas album.
Yeah.
And so you wanted to write some of those, also had some covers, but so we thought we'd give it a shot and try to write something.
Which I feel like people don't know that a lot of times with Christmas songs, you do have to write them in the middle of the summer. It's very bizarre, especially in Nashville where it's in the 90s easily in the summer. And so we're trying to write about snow and Christmas and hot chocolate when it's summer. So that's definitely a challenge for sure.
But the guy we wrote the song with, Caleb, my best man in our wedding, walked in our apartment fully decked out with a Santa hat and
a Christmas sweater.
He really brought the Christmas vibe to us.
He must have looked so silly, just like walking through our apartment complex parking lot with a Santa hat on in July. But he was like, if we're going to write a Christmas song, we got to be in the spirit. And so he showed up like that. We started talking about all of our favorite things about Christmas. We started talking about being with family and sitting by the fire, drinking hot chocolate.
That's right.
Very
Cheers.
fitting for today. Cheers. And we just decided to start writing a song that felt kind of jazzy, like a modern jazz feel, just listing some of our favorite things. And so
I think before he got there, we had kind of sat down and just found like a cool chord progression, which then Caleb made it even cooler.
Yeah.
But we got the vibe going, and I think we had started the chorus or something before he got there, but then he helped bring it to life with the track. And
for sure.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We had such a good time writing that song that day. So that's where that song came from. 3 of us wrote it together. So good. Okay, so speaking of things we love about Christmas, I want to talk about our traditions that we grew up doing as kids with our families. I just feel like it's so fascinating to hear about what someone grew up doing. And my family, we love doing our traditions every single year and making memories and doing that together. So, Jason, why don't you share like maybe 1 or 2 of your favorite traditions that you did growing up?
Yeah, I feel like one of my all-time favorites that my mom would do is every year I would get a new reindeer ornament as a gift. And so I'm 26 years old, so probably 25 reindeer ornaments that I can remember each year, just getting one of those. And
yeah, they're all different, right?
They're all different. Some are like glass or crystal or sparkly or plastic or whatever. So just a wide variety, big collection of those.
Maybe we'll have like our own reindeer ornament tree someday.
Yeah.
You're only going to get more as you grow older, so.
Yeah. I mean, my mom also has her own nativity where she...
Love a good pun.
Yeah. It's a great title, I think, for that tree. Any ornaments that have to do with nativity scene on that tree. So maybe we have a reindeer tree.
Both of our moms have multiple trees. So my mom this year said she's going to put up 9 trees.
These are not our trees, by the way.
No, these are just decoration. But my mom has 9 trees, and your mom has how many? At least 3.
Not quite 9. I think she has 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what we do this year.
Actually, I would say 3.5 because another tradition of mine that she incorporated into my life was every year I would have a tree like that was probably about this tall. That was in my room, and that was like my little Christmas tree. So,
and she always put a gift under there, right?
1 gift every year would go under there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Love
small.
that. Love it. Also, one thing that I've noticed about your family is they only have chip and dip at Christmas, right?
Yeah, they'll sneak in a few other times in the year, but definitely at Christmas we'll have chip and dip.
Yeah, it's just like regular Lay's potato chips that you, like Ruffles, I guess, that you dip into like a vegetable sour cream dip. It's really good, but it's like their family's thing that I love.
And we also every year we like to travel to see my dad's side of the family in North Carolina. There's like close to 90 people on his family, and they're all amazing people, and we get to see them usually every year at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Just after Christmas. So.
It's so fun. Except to go there, we have to drive to North Carolina through the mountains. And one year we got caught in a horrible snowstorm.
We sure did.
It was one of the worst driving experiences that I've ever had. It was so crazy.
At the time, I had a 2002 Toyota Camry with 300-something thousand miles on it. And we hit this snowstorm in the mountains. And there were trucks on the side of the road that had four-wheel drive and stuff. But this little Camry, going 5 miles an hour or less, we trucked right through and didn't slide off the road, didn't have an accident.
Yeah, God really protected us. And I was sitting in that passenger seat just interceding. I was like, Jesus, please keep us safe. This is so horrible.
And what should have been like a 4-hour trip turned into being 8 hours.
Yeah,
so.
But we made it safe, and we were coming home from seeing Jason's family. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't drive through the mountains in the snow unless you're in a 2002 Camry with 350,000 miles on it. Oh, man. Okay, so in my family, we have a lot of traditions as well. One thing that you guys saw was monkey bread that I made with my mom. That's one of our favorite things, of course. It's not Christmas unless there's monkey bread. That's one of our favorite things. You love monkey bread too, right?
Love it.
Jason's been inducted into the Kerr family monkey bread tradition. Also, every year on Christmas Eve, we go to the candlelight service at our church, which is one of my favorite things. Everyone gets a candle. We all light them at the end and sing like Silent Night or All Too Well. No, that's a Taylor Swift song. All is well. We either sing Silent Night or All is Well, and it's just a really sweet moment with my family and with our church family. So we do that every Christmas Eve, and it's one of my favorite things. It was also one of the first times I ever sang in church. I sang Silent Night on Christmas Eve.
There's a video of this as well.
Yeah, just little me on stage singing Silent Night in my little dress. I'll never forget it. So that's something special that my family does. You've never come with us, though, to Christmas Eve candlelight, have you?
I don't know. I feel like every year something came up or something where I want my family to do something, or I don't know.
Well, something to look forward to.
But now we're married.
Yeah. And then also my mom loves to give everybody one gift on Christmas Eve, which is always Christmas jammies. So we don't always match our jammies, but one year she did.
You might need to describe what jammies are.
Pajamas.
There you go.
She always gives us Christmas pajamas, and sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. I think your first Christmas with us, we all had matching jammies, so that was really fun. Mm-hmm. Jason's probably like, who are these people? Yeah.
I haven't worn them since, but they're there.
Yeah, they're there just in case you need them, you know? Okay, two other things my family does is growing up, we always had a Playmobil advent calendar. So every day before school, we would open one gift counting down to Christmas, and it was always a toy, like a Playmobil toy that you put into a scene. And so it made like a full scene with toys, and it was really fun. Just like every morning, my brothers and I would take turns opening up that Playmobil calendar, and just one of my favorite things. We haven't done it in years because all of us moved out of the house, but that was always so fun. And then the last thing, have you done this with us before? We do something called Finding the Pickle, and I
found it last year.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I forgot about that.
Yep.
So a pickle ornament is hidden in the tree, usually by my dad. He's very sly about his hiding of the ornament. And the first person to find the pickle gets an extra gift at Christmas. So it's usually something like a Starbucks gift card or like a Lifesavers book, whatever. But it's just like a fun little thing. And
I'm pretty sure last year was a combination of the two.
Yeah.
Both of those things.
And it was so fun growing up because I had all of these cousins. Like there's so many of us, and we would all try to find the pickle in the tree. So I definitely want to carry that into our family, which now that we're married, we get to have our own traditions, which is so fun, kind of taking from both of our families and then making our own. And so last year was our first married Christmas, and it was so fun. You want to tell them about our first married Christmas?
Sure. I guess first off, we ordered our first Christmas tree from Amazon.
Yeah, we did. It was like 10 days before Christmas, and we just ordered this tree, and we're hoping it came in time. We were really busy last year, and just like, I don't even know how we were busy. It was quarantine, but we just didn't order our tree until really late. And then we put lights up on our little balcony in our apartment. So we didn't have a ton of Christmas decorations, but it was still so fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
One of the things we're going to do is get ornaments at every place we travel to, and we started that off with going on our honeymoon at Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yeah.
So we got, I think, 2 ornaments from there.
We did. We got just something to remember our trip. And so everywhere we go, we're hoping to get ornaments and hang them on our tree to remember like kind of our memories.
Because last year's tree was a little empty, so we need to add to the collection.
We realized that we didn't actually have that many ornaments. So yeah, we need to go more places and get more ornaments.
Most of the ornaments last year were from your childhood, just like little crafts that you made.
Yeah. So this Christmas will be our very first Christmas in our new home. We bought our first house this year, which is so fun. We're so thankful for that blessing, and we'll have our first Christmas there. And so I went on Instagram and I asked all my followers to submit their favorite Christmas traditions because we needed ideas. We have so many from our families, but we want to start some new things too. And so I asked people to submit their favorite stuff, and I was not prepared for what everyone said. There were so many cool traditions in there, and it was awesome. So I feel like we got to start small. We got to start with, just a pretty polarizing topic. At Chulis_XO just said eggnog, period. Eggnog, yes or no?
Eggnog, exclamation point, is what I would say.
Okay.
Like, you can't have Christmas without eggnog.
I am a no on eggnog. I think it tastes like cold, thick soup, and I don't want it. So
What's wrong with cold, thick soup?
I don't want to drink it, Jason. It's not good. It's not good. Him and his dad love eggnog every year. I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. There's something about it I don't love. I'll stick to hot chocolate,
Cheers.
Which, speaking of, April from North Carolina said that they always make homemade hot chocolate. And she was like, I'll send you the recipe. And I was like, oh, amazing. So she sent it to me. And I don't know what I was expecting, but she was like, it's literally just sugar and cocoa powder mixed together in milk.
Makes sense.
I was like, well, I guess that makes sense. So I guess we'll be making homemade hot chocolate this year because that sounds easy. I think I can handle that in the kitchen. So we'll do that this year. Also, at Miss Sherry 100 said they always play games with their family on Christmas. We love games.
Love games.
Yeah. It's one of our favorite things to do together and with friends and with family. We always play games with your family.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love to play Scrabble. That's one of my favorites with my grandparents and parents. My grandparents are great at Scrabble.
They are great at Scrabble.
I like to think I'm pretty good, but they win a lot of the time.
They really do win a lot. It's only
We're
fun.
competitive.
Yeah, it's fun to play, but it does hurt to lose every year. Yeah, they're in their 80s and they're just like killing it. They're doing so good at Scrabble.
We also like Taboo.
Yep, and Nerds. I don't know if you guys have ever played Nerds, but it's basically Dutch Blitz, but a little bit different, and it is so fun. It's one of my favorite things to do. So we've played that with my family a few times. I usually win, so.
We'll see about that this year. She does usually win. I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better.
My sister-in-law, Taylor, she's pretty good too.
She is.
She's sneaky good. Anyway. Okay, what else? Okay, a lot of people said driving around and looking at Christmas lights. And most people said they bring either homemade cookies or hot chocolate. And I love that idea. Have you ever driven around and looked at Christmas lights? Okay, I did that for the first time last year with my friend Alyssa, and it was so fun. It's like, I feel like every neighborhood has that one house or like that one section of the neighborhood that just goes all out for Christmas.
Or every town has that one neighborhood that the whole place goes up in lights. Yeah.
I mean, people have like, choreographed lights with music, and I love it. I think that's awesome. Maybe that's our goal in life, is to be one of those houses. I don't know. I just think that's so fun.
I like to look at it. We'll see if we like to put it up.
Yeah, I like to put it up and take it down every year. Maybe we'll just be year-round Christmas people. Just constant. We're like, yeah, it's holiday. It's holiday lights for all the holidays. At nconti5 said her family always reads the story of Jesus' birth before opening presents. And I love that idea because
I love that too.
I think it's like before we celebrate all the gifts and opening and get busy with our traditions, I love that they take time to really remind themselves what Christmas is all about and remind ourselves why we celebrate in the first place. So I love that idea, and I think maybe we'll do that, especially when we have kids. I think just reminding us and our kids what Christmas is about, and it's not just like a fun day to get presents, although it is fun. But yeah, I love that. Speaking of gifts, at 860Y Brick 7, you heard it right. That's the name. Said Black Friday shopping gifts, all of them, they give them on Three Kings Day, which is Epiphany, which is also my birthday, January 6th. They do all their Black Friday gifts on January 6th. So it's like it extends Christmas both ways, which I love that. It's like Thanksgiving all the way to January 6th. They're celebrating Christmas.
Pretty cool.
Kind of love that. Also, I forgot to say that if you don't know what Epiphany is, I think it's the celebration of the three magi or wise men bringing Jesus gifts and meeting him. So that's like when we remember that. But we don't all celebrate that, I guess. But that's what it is, in case you're wondering. Also, at Ella Ratliff 08 said her family always does a white elephant gift exchange.
Which is always fun.
Yeah. Tell the people what a white elephant exchange is.
I don't know if I can describe it the best way. Because there's...
Hello. Start again.
Should we start again?
Yeah.
What is what elephant gift? Is it where it's not Dirty Santa?
It is, but we're not calling it that on this podcast. So anyway, Clean Jesus is what it's called.
What if
So
you describe it?
Okay, cool. So at Ella Ratliff 08 said her family always does a white elephant gift exchange, and I love white elephant gift exchanges. If you don't know what that is, it's like a silly gift exchange where everybody brings one silly gift that's wrapped, and so you can't see what it is. You put them all in the middle, and everybody draws numbers to see what order you open them in, and then you take a gift. You have no idea what's in it, and you either love it or hate it, and you can trade it, and it's just really fun. It's like a way to get rid of gifts that you don't want, but also play pranks on your family members, which everybody loves. Love that.
One time I was interning at a company, and they had a white elephant exchange for the Christmas celebration that year, and I got a really good pair of headphones out of it that I still use. Yep.
Okay, so you heard it here, folks.
Could be funny gifts. It could be great gifts.
You can give great gifts, too. I mean, get those AirPods, It's great. Okay, this one is one of the most fascinating ones that someone said. It's at Peppermint Patty 89. She said they always do the Feast of the Seven Fish on Christmas Eve. And I had never heard of that, and so I Googled it. According to Wikipedia, it says the Feast of the Seven Fishes is part of the Italian-American Christmas Eve celebration. So it's basically a grand meal that consists of any number of fish. Not everyone does 7. And it's a way to fast until you eat the actual meat on Christmas Day and celebrate Jesus. So I thought that was really cool. And there are really fascinating dishes that Wikipedia suggested are part of this feast. So Jason, I thought we could play a game of your favorite and your least favorite from these options. What you think you would eat. Okay. Baked cod, clams, cod fish balls in tomato sauce, dolphin fish, deep fried calamari, deep fried scallops, marinated eel, octopus salad, shrimp cocktail, stuffed calamari in tomato sauce, and stuffed baked lobsters.
I mean, I'm not a picky eater, so that all sounds like fun to me.
He literally will eat anything. It's true.
If I had to pick anything that I would be wary of...
For me, it's the marinated eel, in case you're wondering. That's it for me. I wouldn't do it.
That might be, the same for me, but I would still eat it.
I mean, I love seafood. I'd probably try all of it because it sounds really cool, but...
The stuffed baked lobsters sound pretty incredible.
Yeah, they definitely do. I love that tradition, though. I think that's so cool. It's a way to incorporate your family's heritage and culture into your present-day celebration, and I love that. So if you're Italian-American, maybe try the Feast of the Seven Fish this year. It sounds like a really cool thing. Also, I love this one. At Wesley Keziah said that his family is starting a new tradition this year of serving others on Christmas. I think that's a great idea. Just, reminding ourselves again what Christmas is about. It's about celebrating Jesus and who he is and how he lived his life. And he lived his whole life serving other people. And maybe a day where we think a lot about getting and presents and material things, serving other people is a really sweet idea to forget about all that and just remind ourselves what matters, and that's people and serving people.
Definitely.
So shout out to you, Wesley. That's a great tradition. Maybe we'll do that this year too. Emily Smith said gingerbread houses and Hallmark movies. Love that.
Yeah.
Love a good Hallmark movie. My parents sure love them some Hallmark, and I like it too, especially with the puzzle.
I do as well.
Yeah. At Morgan Bumbaugh, I think is how you say it, she listens to old Christmas records while decorating her tree. And I love that. I love Christmas records. Some of my absolute favorite records in the world are Christmas records, like the Casting Crowns Peace on Earth Christmas album.
Fantastic.
It's so good. It's one of my favorites that I honestly listen all year round, but especially at Christmas, it's so good. Also, I love Lauren Daigle's Behold record. Yeah, there's so much good Christmas music.
I love Elvis's Christmas record.
Yeah.
Can't have Christmas without that record playing.
Yeah, your family's big Elvis.
Yeah.
Big into Elvis. Yeah.
There's
love
this
that.
other artist, I think her name's Hannah Kerr. I think she has a really great Christmas album. You want to check it out?
Shameless plug, you guys. Listen to Christmas Eve in Bethlehem, the deluxe edition.
By yours truly, Hannah Kerr.
Also, my dad's favorite Christmas song is Tender Tennessee Christmas by Amy Grant. So that's just a warm, beautiful song if you're looking for a new Christmas song.
Yeah.
Of that list, Jason, what could you see us doing this Christmas?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I could see us doing all of it.
Just pick one that you want to try this year.
Let's figure out a way to go serve other people before the holidays.
Okay, let's
around
do
the
it.
holidays.
Let's do
that.
it. I love it. You
Yeah.
heard it here first, folks. We're doing it. This holiday season, we're going to serve people. It's going to be great.
And we'll probably post about it, and you can see what we do
Yeah.
on Instagram or something.
And y'all do it too. And if you do it, tag us and we can all serve together this Christmas. I think that's a great idea. I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us for my kind of Christmas traditions and favorites. If you have other Christmas traditions that you want to share, comment down below and we'll read them and see if we want to implement it into our Christmas celebrations this year. Thank you for watching, and we'll have new videos coming out even after this in the coming weeks. So thank you guys. God bless you, and have a very Merry Christmas.